All right. I am not going to wait the whole 5 minutes. I hope that if you are going to watch this live stream, you've joined in. And if not, maybe you'll catch it later. But for now, I am Operator, and this is Terminal House Media. And in today's live stream, I am going to configure network file storage. And I'm going to put this on my management node, which is my HPC provisioner. And I have 2 virtual networks within my Proxmox environment. I have Virtual Management Bridge 0, which is able to access the internet. And then I have Virtual Management Bridge 1, which is closed off from the internet. And because of that, I have an NFS mount that I've created. And in the last live stream, I added storage to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure that this mount is shared out to each worker node. Now, I have to update this documentation because I no longer have worker node 03. But what I do have is 2 new small form frame factor AlmaLinux servers, and they're just going to be used for Linux labs. So let's go ahead and put that information in there. RH01 and RH02. All right. So these 2 Red Hat servers, or Red Hat practice, they're also going to be connected to the NFS. This is a private 10 network that is existing over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this NFS mount to each one of these nodes that I have in my cluster. So to do that, since I'm doing this on the management 01, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code to SSH to there. So I'm going to SSH admin at 192.168.1.19. Type in my password, and I can see that I'm on management 01. If I cat etc exports, you see that I am sharing out home and I am sharing out opt to the Warewulf network, or what we could say is a private network, because I still have 2 other machines that are going to be on the private 10 network. And management 01 acts as the gateway. So, and the DHCP server on the private network. So what I'm going to do is first list the block devices. And here I can see that I have opt RHLinux. That is going to be the directory that we share. So I'm going to elevate my privileges to root. Oops, wrong password. and I'm going to do a DNF install nfs-utils. All right, and since it's already installed, let's verify that NFS server is working. All right, since the NFS server is working and we already have our directory, what we need to ensure is that our directory has the correct permissions. So I'm going to do an ls-lah on opt, and I can see our RH Red Hat Linux directory. All right, it's 755. All right, those are the permissions right now, and it's currently owned by root as a user and root as the group user. We want to change that to being nobody. So we're gonna chown to change the ownership to nobody. On RH Linux. Opt RH Linux. All right. Now we can edit our etc exports file. So I'm going to do vim etc exports, and I'm going to insert a line, and here I'm going to put opt RH Linux. I'm going to share that out to 10.0.0.0 and 255.255.255.0, and we're going to do read, write, sync, and no root squash. Actually, yeah, let's do no root squash because that's going to just make it easier for our labs. Root squash just means like if you have root access on one server, doesn't mean you're going to have root access on this server. For our labs, it's actually going to be a little bit important to actually have that configured. So I've got that, my etc exports configured. Now what I can do is do exports. Now I need to verify and share out the export. So I'm going to do export fs-arv. All right, and we can see the service is exporting the different directories that we've listed. And lastly, let me see. I can do export fs-v, and it's going to show me the full output of what I'm exporting. All right, let's check the firewall. Firewall cmd-f list-all. All right, 80 NFS is there. Okay, so we have configured NFS, but one of the major things is that's sharing out the directory. The directory needs to be seen from worker node 1, 2, and Red Hat 01 and Red Hat 02. So before I end this live, that's going to be the next thing that we do. It's not a very long live. Got work tomorrow, and I hope everybody else is productive at work and their workspace. But yeah, this is just a short administration task or lab, whatnot. Dude, we're going to see, my system's about to, it's gonna take a big load. Let's go ahead and turn off Claude. That way we're not just using so much. Do I need AlmaBrain for anything? No. I have to manage resources. Claude shutting down. Let's just power off. screen shutting down. See, if I go to Hornet's Nest and I do btop, you'll see what I mean by, all right, well, we're not doing the worst on what we're pulling from our mini PC. So Claude is down. Let's just wait for AlmaBrain to go down. All right, AlmaBrain is down. RHO1 is up, and I'm gonna log in as admin and elevate my privileges to root. Clear, and I'm gonna do IP A and then grep, IP A and then grep for iNet. All right, so this pulled an IP address of 10.0.0.3, and what I'm gonna do is nmtui, edit a connection, go here, and I'm gonna go to manual, show, and the address is going to be 10.0.0.3. Gateway is going to be 10.0.0.1. Let's make this 4. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. I'm going to make this 4. DNS server is going to be 10.0.0.1. And search domain, nothing. Required before, yes. Now, I'm going to go back, activate a connection, clear my terminal, and then do show mount -e on 10.0.0.1. Okay. So I can't see it here. DNF install NFS-utils. It's not going to be able to reach the internet, and I haven't configured local repositories on this server. So what I'm going to do is verify that the mount is showing on one of my worker nodes, worker node 01, because there are still configurations that are left on the Red Hat servers that I need to add. It just hasn't been my priority. I thought I did a user sync, so admin should have been there. But let's do show mount -e. Show mount -e 10.0.0.1. RPC unable. Firewall cmd -list -all. Show mount. All right, so it looks like I got to do a little bit more configuration. So I'm gonna go into this image, Control R image, DNF install RPC bind and mount D-Y. Show mount -e. Oh, here we go. I know what I need to do. So if I can see it here, let's do an exit. It's building the image. And then SSH over to worker node 01. And then show mount -e. Interesting. We can see that it's being shared out properly, but I'm not sure that it's being correctly. The client configuration may not be correct. Now, I already know the client configuration on the Red Hat 01012 is not correct, and I will probably change those configurations. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be definitely focused on work this week, so I will probably get to the Red Hat configurations next weekend. All right, so I'm going to add the service onto my management node, RPC bind, permanent zone public, and I'm going to do that to mount D. Then I'm going to do a firewall cmd -- reload SSH to working 001 show mount -e on 10.0.1. Boom. All right, cool. We have NFS configured. Like I said, I will work on the Red Hat clients to make sure those are configured. Other than that, the main purpose to be able to get this to where I wanted was just simply doing a lab daily 30 minutes, 20 minutes or less, and consistently working on my lab environment, building it out, applying what I learned from work, breaking things, just going through the whole process. So I really appreciate you all tuning in. The metrics show that no one tuned in. However, if you end up watching this video later on in the week and it helps you, great. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye. Actually, before I end the live, I'm looking for something that I need to do. I actually want to create so RHO1, RHO2 doesn't have access to the internet. So they're going to be using management 01 as a repo server. So I'm going to have to do a repo sync with Alma 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself for that, because that can be anywhere from 30 to 40 gigs. All right, so let's make the directory for AlmaLinux 10. It'll be the base OS app stream. I'm gonna do an ls-lah on var www.html AlmaLinux 10. All right, we got app stream and we got base OS. Let's add to that the code ready builder CRB, base OS. All right, let's go ahead and create these repo syncs. All right, so let's go ahead and find this AlmaLinux repository repo. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize Visual Studio. Let's bring up a new tab. Looking at DuckDuckGo. And let's do Alma 10 ISO repo. So we got 10.2 x86. All right, we've got something that should work a little bit better. It's pointing directly at their website. And let's go ahead and do this. All right, also creating the repos. All right, so now that we have these, the repo syncing, like I said in another video, you will see me go ahead and do the rest of the configuration on the clients for the Red Hat, and that'll be an actual lab. But other than that, we're all good, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this live here. Thanks for watching. See ya.